Okay, bring the volume up. Hi guys, hopefully you can hear us and we're all good. Let me know in the chat. But we are here, we're back in the studio, but we're at the card table.
But I like it down here, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's alright.
It is alright. Have you sat up at the top table? We're a lot higher on the top table.
But I think this is nice, it's cosy. And it's got that feel, you know, it's like, boom, magic.
Yeah. Tell everyone what you've been doing here, but not too much about it.
Bit of shoplifting. I put my daughter down to make her work. That was good fun.
Yes.
Kept her out of the way for a little while.
Job.
I've been filming, well, 2 tricks really. It's 1 trick, but it's 2 tricks. Something that's going to be coming out very, very soon. Very excited about.
Most certainly. Very
excited about. And I know once you know about it, you're going to be very excited about it as well. Yes.
It's really good. Those who know, know. Right, guys, welcome to the Alakazam Live. We are here in the studio because we've been filming all morning and we've got a lot more filming to do this afternoon. But we thought instead of missing the live, we would do one here. So everything is sort of, we've just bunged everything together. We haven't got Harry in there editing. We have got a good friend of ours, Andy Chase, doing the audio, but I'm going to be controlling everything from here. So please bear with us. If there are any mistakes, let us know in the chat. Now I haven't got my big iPad, I've got my little phone doing the messages now.
I'll get them up on here as well so I can watch.
Brilliant. Now before we go any further, guys, if you're watching on Facebook, please share this video. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. That will really be helpful. Now, it's been a great bank holiday weekend. The weather has been gorgeous. I hope you lot had fun. And before we go any further, I want to remind you that tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock we have the brilliant Eddie McCall joining us for an academy. If you haven't grabbed your ticket yet, do so now. It's still at the early bird price. So what did you get up to over the weekend?
Well, prepping for coming down here really, but also I had my jab.
You did,
and I wasn't the first one, and I wasn't very well, and it took me a couple of days to get over it, and it's still a bit, it's not too bad now, but it's still a bit sore, but it's all right. But just normal. I have been editing my new book as well.
Yeah,
but no one knows about that either.
Well, they do now.
Well, they do now, yeah. Oh my God. Hi everyone, I've got a new book coming out. Yay!
So, and tell us what this book's about.
It's about weddings. So it's basically my restaurant book, but aimed at weddings, and it's coming out of Blackpool. So I'm editing it at the moment, and pre-order from December.
Brilliant.
And then it will be out for Blackpool. I'm very excited, very, very excited. And for the first time, I'm going to do a hardback copy as well.
Oh, brilliant.
So there'll be a limited edition hardback copy and unlimited paperbacks, and it won't be available as a download for at least 2 years.
Wow.
So get it while it's hot.
But that will be at Blackpool next year.
What I wanted to do was, with the end of the lockdown happening, people are going to be looking at maybe changing how they work and doing different things. So if you've never done a wedding before and you're suddenly thinking, I want to increase my workflow, I want to increase my money coming in, weddings is something I want to get into, this book will take you from day one straight the way through to the end of the wedding. It will take you from the booking, everything is covered in the book.
Fantastic.
It's twice as big as any book I've written. It's great.
And we do know now that weddings are coming back, and
yes.
On one Saturday you've got wedding bookings.
I've got bookings coming in.
And so many magicians have been posting up that they've been out, they've done a wedding. Our great friend Tom Mullinger, or Jester Styles, has done loads of weddings in the last week.
He did I think about 4 over the weekend or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's booked or if he just turns up.
Just crashes.
He just crashes the wedding, just goes in and goes, I'm going to show you some tricks.
Right, so there's a few comments I want to say, a few hellos. We've got the amazing David Jonathan joining us. David says, well, that's not Peter's dining room. You're right, we're back in the studio. And at some point, because I've got a mini, you're coming round to my house later, but you'll see it. The dining room is, Jenny hasn't been able to use it since last March. It's cameras and equipment everywhere. But we are going to be moving it all back here. The only issue I have at the moment is I am doing a lot of lectures and dealer dems with Leo Schmetzers. And I love doing it because at night I love being able to turn it off and go straight to bed or go and watch some telly. So half of them I'm mostly done with my pyjama bottoms on, because I don't do any stand up. But I will be moving them back here, and even when we're back here, we are going to continue doing the online lectures and dealer dems, but we'll do them from here. So we'll have our stand up area, so we'll be able to do stand up magic and close up. So yeah, eventually in the next month or two, we're going to be moving everything back to the studio, and I've ordered in some new bits so I can rewire a bit in here, and we can have full control over everything.
Nice.
Which is great. We've got Sean Mann said Wayne's book promises to be an amazing tone on weddings. Indeed it will be.
I'm very excited about it. I've really poured my heart into it, so it's the biggest book I've ever written. But yeah, I'm very excited. Harry has asked me to mention the YouTube channel, and to make sure that if you aren't on the YouTube channel, to go over there and click the like and subscribe and notification bell, because we've got lots of new shows coming onto the YouTube channel. We've got My Wednesday Wonders, which is coming out every other Wednesday.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I think, yeah. Ah. Yeah, classic one tomorrow. It's an older trick, and one that, I'm not going to lie, I kind of overlooked. Yeah. But it was actually Andy who's doing the sound, Andy Chase. He said to me, if you're doing school shows, this is something you should really be doing. And it's so easy to do. It's such a lovely effect. But it works equally well for kids as it does for, you can do it adults. If you don't do kids magic, you can do this trick. And it's an older trick, but it's well worth a look at. So,
I'm trying to remember what it is, and I edited them all. I think I know. Do I have a choice?
Yeah, I think you do have a choice on which one's going to be.
Okay, right. Yep, so I know. And it is a great trick.
I thought you were so proud that you worked it out when you edited it. I know. I was thinking to myself, it's such a good effect. So make sure you go over to the YouTube channel and click on the like and subscribe button, because Harry's got a couple of shows coming out, hasn't he? He's got his creators one, and he's got a new one with Jamie Dawes. Is it with Jamie?
Yeah, and he might have another new one. I keep saying it. I'm going to be getting back into the Hidden Treasures, which should be starting in the next few weeks. And also I'm doing another review show, because Hidden Treasures, the whole idea was delving into the past and looking at magic there. But there's so many great tricks that are coming out now which don't fit into the Hidden Treasures theme that I really want to talk about. And some of them, to be fair, are here on the table. So we're going to speak about these in a moment. But it's been such a busy weekend with Alakazam over the internet, and a lot of it is to do with this stuff. It's just so good. So we're going to get in to talk about this, and we've got Gary Sumter. He's joining us. He's watching us now. So let's just say a few hellos. We've got Jonathan Allwood, we've got Andy Brocklehurst, we've got Gary Sumter, Sean Mann, David Jonathan, David Hand, Tom Rolfe, Phil Smith, Woods Magic, Alex Ross, Ian Raymond Walker, Lucy Wilson and Tom Rolfe. So hi everyone, and remember, if you're watching on Facebook, please like and share.
Yes.
And YouTube,
click the like and subscribe.
And thumbs up.
And thumbs up. And the notification bell.
Yeah, all of it.
Click all of it.
Just anything you see, just click it. Doesn't matter.
I see another good show that's coming to YouTube channel as well.
What's that?
That one with Tom Mullinger and Wayne Goodman in it.
Yeah.
They still don't know what it's called, because we didn't get shown it, did it?
No.
So,
do you want to tell them?
Happy and Handsome.
Happy and Handsome.
And I'm happy.
So, but this is a really good premise for a show, because Tom Mullinger, you both do close-up magic, you both do stand-up magic, but you have both got completely different styles. So when Tom does close-up, he does close-up, but when he does stand-up, I think he edges to the more sort of bizarre side.
Yeah.
He does, with a darker presentation, whereas you're completely different. But the nice thing about this is you're both looking at tricks that interest you. So you'll look at one that interests you, Tom will look at one that interests him. But it's quite interesting to see how you sort of look at Tom's trick and can change it sometimes, not all the time, it's not always going to work, But sometimes you can go, okay, that can fit. If I was to do this, this and this, I could present it like this, and vice versa.
What I quite liked was when, before we filmed the show, I was showing Tom what I was going to be talking about, and he was like, he literally said, why does that trick even exist? And then by the time I put across my argument about why I liked it, he was convinced. He was like, actually, that does have a place. You're right. You know, with a bit of thought, you could take any kind of trick and put it somewhere. But yeah, we do come at things from a different angle, and we don't always agree. But yeah, it's a nice combination of salt and pepper, isn't it? So it works well.
It's really good, and it's a good choice of tricks. This for the first episode, which will go live this week, maybe Friday. We'll put it live. Also, David Hand said, "Is Wayne filming the King's trick today?"
Just done it.
He's just done it.
And then I scraped my back on this shelf over here. And it's really hurting. But I'm okay. Come on, like that.
Not only have you scraped your back on it.
Have I damaged it?
No, it's all right. But the fantastic Greg Wilson hit his head on it.
No.
I don't know how.
How short is Greg Wilson?
No, he's very tall. I don't know what he was doing. I think he bent down to get. So that's two amazing magicians.
Almost taken out.
Has got their DNA on my shelf, so I'll be flogging that. So I'll tell you what, before we go any further, shall we drop a trailer?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I am waiting for my trailer roulette jingle, which Lucy's going to be making me, because as per usual, I don't know which trailer is which, but we will hit it anyway.
Just go for it, just boom.
Let's hit a trailer. Here you go.
Is 120 making this highly improbable?
Oh my gosh! What? 2?
2. The square in position 2.
Let's have.
Sure enough, like this.
Amazing.
What? No way.
Look at
Imagine being able to bestow the power of ESP to anybody. This is E-Way.
Says this has got to be the best looking live I've ever seen. I love Sam. And John Morton said, have you had an accident?
Right, so that I'm just getting back in my seat.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yeah, just
He just did like 20 push-ups. I mean, that was amazing.
I know, I haven't even broke a sweat.
I know. I like doing sit-ups because you get to lie down every couple of seconds. You might get it in there somehow.
Oh my god. You just saw a couple of comments.
I did. John Morton says, have you had an accident and it's not your fault? I'll pass the number on to Greg as well. Sam Watson says, this has got to be the best looking live I've ever seen. Thank you, Sam. And the legend, the absolute legend, Wayne Dobson has said, don't forget me. Hi both. Hello, Wayne. How could we forget you? Never.
Actually, you did say you were going to speak to Wayne Dobson at some point.
Yes, Wayne, I'm going to give you a shout, probably tomorrow or the next day. I've got a little something I'd like to talk to you about. And we'll see if we make something happen. Some magic, it'll be cool.
And Lucy said our jingle for Trailer Roulette is in the works.
Really?
Yeah.
What, the shop that works?
No, she's making it. We've got the fantastic Leon.
And
joining us.
Leon!
So, guys, it's been really exciting because last week we had the pleasure of having Gary Sumpter and Steve-O Watson come down to the shop. They run a company called Ace Magic, and we chatted for a while. We've actually been talking for a few months, and they are great creators.
Yes.
They create stuff. They've got great vision, great sort of creative bones within them. Like Gary is just brilliant on Photoshop and things like that. So doing artwork and stuff is great, brilliant methods. But the one thing they're not really interested in doing is the retail side, because it takes up too much of their time. So they bought a load of stock down to us and said, look, we're concentrating on creating. Can you sell? And I said, yes, we will. And we put this stuff up on our site, and it has been selling like hotcakes.
The thing is, it's great looking stuff.
And not only is it great looking stuff, it is so workable. If you guys haven't checked this out, go and check some of it. I've got one of the performances here, which I'm going to play for you in a moment. And a lot of this stuff is going to go on my new review show, which should be happening in a few weeks' time. But one of the things that has sold extremely well this weekend, in fact, we have only got 3 units left, is Pull Your Hair Out. Okay? This thing is so visual. Now, you own this.
I've got this, yeah. So Andy actually bought me one of these as a thank you for doing his daughter's birthday party. And when it came through, I kind of knew what it was, but I was amazed at the quality of the gimmick.
Yeah.
Normally when you've got a trick like this, and I really check out the trailer for it because it's brilliant. Normally when you do it, it's boom and it's done. With this, you get a little giveaway, and you get a refill pack as well. And the giveaway is really cute, really small, perfect, and it's just such a beautiful little thing. But it really takes the magic to another level.
Yeah.
You know, it's, I'm going to do a card trick, bam, something magic happens, and then bam, there's something for you to keep as well. Yeah, this is it's just first class close up magic. This is what you get into magic to do. You see something like that, and you're hooked instantly.
Yeah. And it's one of those great little things that it takes up no room, but if you were doing a restaurant, you were doing a wedding, you're doing mix and mingle, wherever you are, if there's a kid there, I mean, this will play great to an adult because it looks so magical, but for a kid, it's perfect.
Also,
when you give them that little...
When you do it as well, without giving anything away here, but you hold the card like this, it's so visual. If you've got a table of people, say I've got a table of 8 adults and 1 child on the table, I can do it to the child, but all the adults are going to be able to see that as well.
Yeah.
And your lines of sight. And the way the gimmick is constructed, it doesn't matter if there's people behind me, then no one's going to see anything. So it's so clean and open and visual. It instantly became one of my favourite things. And I did it for my daughter Charlie, and she liked it. It's such a beautiful effect. And it doesn't surprise me you've only got 3 left.
And they are so hard. Steve-O's making more for us now, but they are so hard to make. He can make like 5 a day. It's, you know, they're not easy.
When you look at the craftsmanship though, you see it's there.
Yeah.
It's not a normal way. The gimmick is made. It's a normal gimmick, but it's made differently and it works. And I'll be honest with you, when I first did this, I did it to the camera to myself. I fooled myself. It looks like a special effect.
Yeah.
You know, and I know they say that a lot about a lot of effects nowadays. This genuinely looks like a special effect. It's that quick.
Yeah.
Steve-O is a bit of a genius with the gimmick making.
Yeah, no, he really is. So this comes with the custom handmade gimmick. Also, as Wayne said, you get a bag of 20 giveaway rabbits. And we also sell additional giveaways. So if you're ordering this, make sure you get yourself another pack as well, because you're going to love performing it and you'll do it all the time. Now, like I said, there's 3 of these left in stock, and I believe it's going to be a good month or 2 before we get any more. So if you haven't grabbed one already, now's your last chance to grab one. There's only 3 left, and I'll be surprised if they ain't already gone. So go check out our website. Let me have a look what else is happening over here.
I've got some comments about Ace. Ace stuff is fantastic.
Yeah.
It really is. And Sean Mann's on as well. Hello, Sean. Oh yes, Gary said that the trailer that you just showed was an effect that Mark performed at the Blackpool convention this year. The virtual one. Yeah, you did it on the Blackpool virtual convention.
It looks great.
Yeah.
It looks great. I can't wait till they come in. I think it's on pre-sale at the moment. I think it comes out next week. But I think it's more than just that. I think there's a few other routines where you do it like a bank night, and where you had the 5 cards up and name anyone. And
I think that's what he did on the Blackpool one. I think he did it as a they name anyone, and then they did 5. I think he might have chosen people who were sat there. And then obviously the Blackpool convention this year was done online, so there was only a few people in the audience. But as I remember watching it, I think he did it that way, and it worked really well.
Yeah, very clever guy, Mark. Very clever guy indeed. This was another thing that you saw in the shop, and you said we've got to mention these because
these are great. Beautiful.
And I don't know if they come out on camera though.
I don't think. Yeah, you don't get the full effect. I think this one. Can I try this one? So this one, because there we go. You can see the change. If you look around the 4 and the 8 in the middle here, you'll really see it. But it boom.
But they're not too different. Not usually the lenticular things will be 2 different pictures, whereas this isn't. It's like 3D. So when you don't get it on the camera, but when you look at this, it looks like you can reach in and pick up the pieces.
When I look at the monitor there, it just looks like a flat image.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, it does look like the cards are above the image and you could just reach in and grab and pick them up.
Yeah. It is so cool. These are the lenticular posters. We have 3 different styles in stock. This is the classic montage. We have the spread, which is the card spread, and we have the modern montage, which has got the Rubik's Cube. Yeah. And they are all great. I think this or the modern are my favourite. But it really does feel, if you get this framed, put it on your wall, it just feels you can reach in, and just grab.
The camera really doesn't do it justice, does it?
No.
That dice looks like you just plug it straight down.
Yeah, and the thimbles and everything. So look at the...
Yeah, there's the crochet balls. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it's really cool. For £20, they are absolutely superb. Pop them in a frame and you have got a lovely piece of magical artwork for your home or magic den.
Yep.
Right, let's see what else is happening here on the chat. It's all gone very quiet. One of us should be looking, the other one should be talking.
Well, Jamie Dawes is on. Hello, Jamie.
Hiya, Jamie. Oh, he's half term this week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course, because he works in a school, doesn't he?
He certainly does.
Yes, Mr. Dawes. I said this the other week, about I just he's such a prolific, magical thinker. It's just brilliant. He's a true inspiration. Gary's commenting as well.
The other thing, Jamie Dawes has just he spoke to me about this months ago. He's put together it's like a monthly show. So he does reviews. I think he teaches a trick. He looks at books. He just gives loads of information. It's this whole show, and you can get it free of charge, but you just have to sign up to his email list, I think it is. But it's really good. The first one is live now, and it's great. He's already filmed the next few months, and they're fantastic. The amount of work he's put into it is really good. So go check that out as well.
While you're having a quick look on there, I'm just going to show you a couple of other things we've got here. So these are also from Ace. This is the Sweet FA deck, which is a funny pick a prize.
Have you had one of these?
No, I haven't.
Do you know what? I've got one, and
This is a down the pub.
it is a down the pub thing. Or if you're at a gig with the right people,
Yeah.
you know who to do it to. Do you know what I mean? It's not something you're going to perform on everyone.
This is something I would use at a military gig.
Yeah.
It's that kind of crowd.
Yeah,
or a
or if
football
you're
club,
doing a stag night.
football club, rugby club. If you've got the right crowd,
Yeah.
then yeah, if you're down the pub, and it's a you're going to give away a prize.
Yeah.
And
I mean, when I first picked up this, it was my brother-in-law's 60th birthday. So we were all in a restaurant, and I had this on me, and that for me was perfect.
Yeah.
Just picked my brother-in-law, and I said, look, it is your birthday, so I'm going to let you pick your own present. And we went through this, and it was great, and everyone's watching, and it's just funny, but it is for the right place, but it's a killer.
yeah,
It really is a killer. Yeah, if you haven't seen this, it's quite adult, but it's fun.
yeah. Again, you could say any trick has its right place.
Yeah.
And that's definitely right for that.
Yeah. If anyone's got this, actually, let me know, because I know a ton of you have. Because I don't know, not last year we didn't have Blackpool. The year before, this was the trick. When people talk about the trick at a convention, when I was in the Ruskin, everyone that come up to me and said, "Do you want to see a trick, or can I show you a trick?" did this. And it weren't even, "Can I show you a trick?" It's like, "Oh, Peter, you've had a busy day on the stall. Do you want to win a prize?" It is like
20 or 30 people.
yeah. It honestly, it's great. It's so much fun.
fun.
So much fun.
We've also got Etna over there, which Andy asked me to mention, which is that one over there.
Oh, I've got a trailer for it
Oh,
now.
have you?
Yeah.
Oh, we can show that in a minute if you want.
What we'll do is we'll play out with that one.
Okay.
But we have got another. We've got a full performance actually of this.
See, this list looks very interesting.
This I really like this. And I think I'll be doing it. This is one of the things I want to review. My presentation will be different because the presentation that Martin uses is quite comical and stuff like that. But I think you could actually do quite a serious match-up test with this, because I think the conditions in which the test happen are very fair, you know. So I'll play that actually in a moment. What is the time now? How are we doing on time? We're still going strong. So I'll play that in a moment, but it's a full performance of Martin doing it. But like I said, for me, I think this is something I will do. I'll just change the presentation slightly, but this is something I'm going to be looking. I know that the guys are almost out of stock of this, so they're going to go for another run of it. But it's something that I'll just put a different presentation to. Yeah, but it's great.
Martin Pierce, another guy who worked for ACE, isn't he? He's another good thinker.
Yeah, very good. He's come up. I mean, Sweet FA was Martin's.
What's the cookbook is?
Pardon?
The cookbook.
No, the cookbook, which is genius, is Gary.
Gary. Yeah, the cookbook is genius. I've got both copies, the small and the big copy of that.
Yeah.
It's lovely. Really lovely.
Well, the big copy is currently out of print, maybe coming back later this year. Gary's working on another book test, which is phenomenal as well. Absolutely.
Oh yes, you told me about that. Yes, Gary's commented actually. Paranormal is so nice, and I'm working on a second version that takes the presentation and overall effect somewhere special.
Lovely.
Me. And Stephen Macro's come on as well. Hello, Stephen. Roy Smith says he has a Sweet FA, managed to avoid a few slaps at the rugby club performing it. It's also great for kid shows. I live in Essex. Gary actually says that Sweet of Faith is generally the only deck I always carry and have a spare in my car. And Ian Raymond Walker. So, well, guaranteed now we're down to 2 of these because Ian Raymond Walker has ordered one. So yes, make sure you get on the website and check them out.
Yeah, 100%. Well, shall we drop in the trailer? Or it's not a trailer, it's a full performance of Paranormal.
Let's go for it.
Yeah? Okay. Guys, this is Paranormal.
Joe, just cut the cards and complete the cut for me. Now this time, Joe, I want you to cut the cards roughly in half for me. That's to be exact, roughly. Now, and turn that pile over, or turn that pile over. Choice is yours. Now I'm going to get you to make some moves, Joe, is that right?
Yeah.
No dancing.
No.
No dancing. And the move is this. You take the top card from this pile or that pile and just throw it away. Is that all right?
Yeah.
I'm going to get you to do that 3 times, Joe. Choose that card or that card and just give it a... There we go. Marvellous. 2 more, Joe. You're playing the part well. And 1 more. And what we're going to do, we're going to put these 2 cards just there. Do it again, Joe. 3 more moves. Either pile, it's up to you. Ooh, sneaky. Sneaky. Go on then. Last time, 3 more moves. Oh, he's going face up this time. Now, if one of these pairs of cards matched, I'll say that'd be good.
Yeah.
If 2 matched, that'd be brilliant. If all 3 matched, I would have to say Joe is Paranormal. We've got a square here. Oh! You do it, Joe. I'm scared. I'm scared. They go mad. They go mad. Yeah. Hey! Thank you very much. And that's Paranormal.
I suppose so you can show the back as... Yeah, go on then. Right, we sort of missed it. We were chatting and we didn't spot that the trailer had finished. So that is Paranormal. We have got a few of these left in stock, and once they're gone, they're gone.
I see what you mean about the changing the presentation for it would work equally either way. You could do it in comedy, or if you're not doing comedy and want to do straight, then you could do it straight as well.
The actual selection procedure is quite interesting, and I would put more focus and in more of a serious way. Okay, you're going to get rid of 3 cards, so it's down to you. I want you to concentrate on whichever. Just place your hand over it and stop when you think we should get rid of. You don't want this one, and it's just easily transferable into another sort of performing style. Let's see what else is. Oh, phone call. Don't want that.
Is it my mum? Is she making bacon sandwiches again?
Oh, I could do with a bacon sandwich now. Right, so we got Jonathan Allwood said fantastic effect. Jonathan, we have got them in stock now. Go grab one. We don't have many though.
Wow, you got to get them now.
Get them quick.
Miss it, miss out.
I like that. High 5. Right, so are you going to do the same for us?
Yeah, I was going to show you a quick trick here. Actually, I'm going to show you a version here, but this is actually something that is also available from the Ace collection. But I will be honest, Gary, I've only just opened up the packet, so I've not had a chance to really learn it. So I'm going to do my version, and then you'll get the same idea for it. But I've got this little frame. There we go.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a little look at that? You can examine it. Oh, it's so nice doing tricks so people can examine stuff again. It does feel good.
It does.
There we go.
And
do me a favour, just say stop whenever you like.
Stop.
Okay, so I'm going to place this here, and so we've got this little frame. So this is just a bit of card and felt, and I'm going to take this card here. So we've got the Jack of Diamonds, and I'm going to place it behind the felt, like so. So if I do that, you should be able to see me through there, and now you should be able to see the card through there. And I'm not hiding anything; it's all just there. But what's really interesting is if I just rub the middle like this, I can actually cause the middle of the card to come out.
What?
I know, right? And look, I can poke my finger through, like that, all the way through. I can even poke it back in and take it out the other way if so desired, and then back in again. But in fact, it was just an illusion. There was actually nothing there, just a card that you chose and a frame. And that's
Beautiful.
That card.
Beautiful.
Now, Ace have a version of this called Royal Surgery.
Yep.
Now, their one doesn't have the card felt covered frame. What they have is 2 jokers which have been cut out. One goes in front, one goes behind, and then the card. I'm not going to do it because I haven't learnt it properly yet, but it seems to be pretty much the same effect. Really, really well made. Looks lovely. Looking at the gimmick, I'm not going to reveal anything, but even just there, from my head to here, you can't really see anything. It looks perfectly fine. Yeah, it's a nice looking gimmick, nice looking trick. And something that I love performing it, but I'll do the new
I've
version.
seen you do it loads on Facebook.
And yeah, you put the queen. I think you put the joker that way, so you got the back against the face of the card. Yeah, Royal Surgery, absolutely lovely, really, really nice.
There it is, and we've got these in stock as well. So guys, go and check out the Ace Magic bounty on our site, because we have got so many. Well, I say we've got so much in. A lot of it is almost sold out, if not sold out.
There are other tricks on there as well. This
Yeah.
is just I just grabbed a selection here, but there are other effects in there as well. And you know what? They all seem to come up to a very similar, very high standard.
Yeah.
You know, I can't think of anything that's not great. What Steve O and Gary have done is looked at the market and looked at everything at the moment is like TikTok and YouTube and virtual, but ultimately as well they've come up with tricks that are great for those, but will also work in the real world.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. And the other thing as well is they've actually got presentations for it. So it's not just on YouTube and TikTok, it's usually just, hey, look at this, bang, it's changed. Whereas they have got a presentation,
Yeah.
which is really, really good. But we're really excited to be working with these guys. Gary's coming down to visit tomorrow, and he said he's got a bit more stock of different stuff. The pull your hair out are definitely all gone, or well, once they're gone, and they're going to be at least a month or 2 away. But we have got some other stuff. We've got a few of the charge cards left, which is great. This is a brilliant gag to have during any time during your routines. Your trick goes wrong, or you do a double and say, oh, it's not your card, maybe my deck's running out of charge. Take the bottom card off and it says battery low, plug it into a cable, and then the thing goes up, the charging thing, and then it says battery full.
That
Put it
blew
back
me
in,
away.
Now turn that over.
That
and that's
blew
the
me
card.
away on the trailer, because it says battery low, and then you see the charge going green as it fills up. And I had to stop it and rewind it. I said, that's changed. It's changed to battery full.
Yeah.
And the wording, and if I just show this here, it's big, thick black Sharpie on the card. You know, it's big, thick black marker pen. Now, how it's changed the flow?
It's so good. But you imagine that, something as simple as that, doing a double, showing a different card, popping it on the table, say your battery must be dead, charging it up, and then go, no, it's full now, it should work. Yeah,
That gag is a great gag. I used to do something with my kids' show where I'd take my magic wand, it wouldn't work, and I would out would come a battery, and I would pretend to switch it, I'd just put the same battery back in again, and then carry on. Why has it got a battery and a magic wand? But yeah, for the card, oh, my card's getting flat, hold on, so charge it up. Right, let's go again. There's your card. Yeah, it's beautiful.
We actually bought the rights a few years ago to an effect from John Anders from Holland, and we never got round to releasing it. It might come out soon, but it was basic. It was really nice. It was a card that just looks like a bicycle card, but you could open it up and it was all circuitry inside.
Nice.
So you would do your effect, and once again something would go wrong, and you say, oh, hang on a minute, and you do it, push the button, close it back up, and then it'll all start working again. Great idea. Those little bits of business are fantastic.
They're not only fantastic, they're invaluable. They're the things that people are going to... I've got a friend, Eric, and he would go up to what was the thing that play with the music whenever you wanted it to? It was like a...
Oh God.
Well, he had one of a very old version, which
Yeah.
was done by a toe switch.
Right.
And it went to a recorder on his belt. And he would walk up to the table, and, this was early 90s time, and he would just go up to the table and say, oh, sorry, I just need to check your salt and pepper. and people would think he was like a waiter or something. And he'd pick up the salt and he would twist the top, and opera music would start coming out. Dun 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 dun. Turn it back, put it back down again. That's fine. Enjoy your meal. And then he said, as soon as he walked away, they're grabbing it and they're like, "What?" The? You know, and those sort of things.
Oh,
are just,
instant radio.
That's the radio. That's the one. Those moments. That's the stuff that you get remembered for. That's the real magic in those moments. This charge card or the pull your hair out. When you do that, that's the trick that people are going to go. Well, he drew a picture of a rabbit in a top hat. It was all black because he used a Sharpie. Then the rabbit became white. Then he took the rabbit out, and people go, "No way!" You know what? There's the rabbit.
Yeah.
Let me keep it.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a beautiful. They're the moments that people will remember you for. Oh, his battery was getting low. He plugged it in. He had a charger. He plugged it in. I saw the charge go up. It's just amazing.
Someone actually said, it's great to see two titans of magic dealers merging together, Ace and Alakazam. Or Ace-azam.
Ace-azam. Alakazam.
Alakazam, yeah. No, it's really good. We're really pleased to have their stuff because, you know, I've been friends with Gary for many years, and we chat on quite a regular basis and have done for the last sort of 2 years, and we talk about, you know, product and business, and we're very open with each other as well. And, you know, Gary will, and this is sort of quite rare between two competitors, but Gary will ring me up with a prototype of an idea he's working on for my feedback on it, you know, as in routining or
That's
or whatever.
how it should be, though, isn't it?
No,
That's how
and
it should be.
but we've always had that sort of relationship where we're very open with this is what I'm working on. Have you got any ideas for it and everything? And it, you know, it's really good. And the stuff's great. I'm glad we've got it in. And for me, I've said this before. I think there's a lot of magic coming out to the magic community at the moment, and unfortunately there is a big section of it that go back 15 years ago would never be released. It would have ended up in the pages of a magazine or something like that. It's become so easy to release magic props that anyone can just grab their mobile, film something and just bring something out. And I know Gary and Steve-O, their sort of ethos is very much the same as Alakazam, where they want extremely good quality, and more than that, they want an effect that works, you know, and that's Alakazam. We're not stuff that's only for YouTube or it's only here, and Alakazam stuff might not be the flashiest stuff, but it's stuff you can work.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They are workers. And they're meant for people that are going to perform them, not for people that are going to buy them, look at it, and just shove it in their bottom drawer because you can't perform it. But all of this stuff from Ace gets our highest.
I would be happy to bet any of these tricks in my pocket when I'm going out working.
Yeah,
they're all gonna hit. They're all gonna provide a moment of magic. They're all gonna provide a moment.
And all a little bit different.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? A little bit different to the norm. You know. Just got that little touch.
Craig Petty's just said, I did an interview with Gary. He's a great guy and a very clever creator. As are you, Craig.
Most certainly.
Yes.
Yeah. We've got a few projects running with Craig at the moment, and they're all flipping good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started watching that video you sent me. Well, I won't say anything, but yeah, great.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Very, very good. Oh, Gary said just wait to see what's to come. He's got some great stuff.
Is that a threat or is that... Lee Alex, Steve-O Watson is so clever at making all types of gadgets. It's all handmade quality.
Yeah, 100%. And...
Oh,
hello.
Craig Petty, tonight at 9 p.m, my interview with the main man, Peter Nardi, goes live.
What?
Tonight at 9 o'clock.
What? Well, I know what I'm going to be doing.
You know what it says?
I can't remember. I'll be quite interested in hearing what I was rambling on about.
You're literally going, that's really cool.
The thing is, right, I've been asked numerous times to do interviews and this and the other, and I always say no because, like I said to Craig, I've got nothing to say. I've really got nothing to say. Everyone knows my story. I'm just a magic dealer. I've got nothing to say. And Craig went, well, if you've got nothing to say, don't say anything, but just come on the interview. And I went, oh, okay. I must have talked for 2.5 hours and I didn't shut up. Poor old Craig. I think he got about 1 or 2 questions in. For someone that had nothing to say, I certainly said it too long enough to say it. I'll be interesting to hear if what I said.
Yeah. We should be home by then as well. We can put it on. I've got Charlie here with me today, but she doesn't want to come on the camera. She's sitting over here. Look at that face. Look, that's the face of love, that is. Charlie's actually been working really hard in the shop.
She has been working in the shop today. Bless her little heart.
Yes, very hard. So yes, I'm very proud of her. She's done very well.
Did Harry buy you lunch?
You had lunch with Harry and Andy because he was in there as well.
Yeah, they're busy packing and sending after the busy weekend. Right. So we've got 15 minutes to go. What shall we do?
Well, very quickly, I will say we've got our very own Andy Smith is on the Discord this Thursday.
Oh.
So Andy's going to be on every first Thursday of the month.
Yeah.
So as it's the 1st of June, so happy 1st of June. There we go. Pinch punch. Yeah. Please don't want this on because my brother's deaf. If you don't know my brother, he's completely deaf. So he's very tactile. He touches a lot, and he's used to tapping you on the shoulder to get your attention and stuff. And I like to yawn in front of him because it makes him think I'm screaming. And we both went, I booked him in for the jab with me so that I could sign for him, interpret. And we got back to the house, and all he meant to do was just tap me and say thank you. But he hit me right on where it was, and it like knocked me to the floor. And he was like, oh, sorry.
You know my brother's deaf as well.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You're deaf?
Yeah.
I used to do that to my brother. Something he couldn't live with. I'm talking about him. And he's called Chewbacca. We call him Chewbacca because is your brother completely deaf?
Yeah.
Does he sound like Chewbacca?
He doesn't really. Well, yeah. No, I know what you mean. He doesn't really speak that much now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think when we were younger, he did. But he's older than me as well, so I learned a bit. I mean, we signed in one of the lives.
Oh, that's fine. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. My brother is a postman as well, right? So he gets up really early, and he stayed with us ages ago, maybe 20 years ago, with me and Jenny. And when he was shaving, right? You know, we all do this thing where you sort of shave and you sort of do it in the water like this. Obviously, because he's deaf, he doesn't know how loud he's going. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning and you think the house is being broken into. And I have to say to him, no.
My brother comes round and I'll be on the phone and he'll put TV on, but of course he doesn't know the volume's on. So I have to run back into the front room because he won't realise it's on loud. And I'm like, turn the TV off. He's a good lad though, heart and gold.
No, my brother.
So yeah, we've got Andy on Thursday. We've got a few more people. I've got a couple of people lined up, but they haven't confirmed. So I'm going to try and get that sorted this week. Mm-hmm. And for the next few weeks, we're going to get a few more people on. Stacey Smith did really well doing her strings.
Stacey's brilliant.
Stacey is brilliant, and I want her to get on and do her card warp. Again, Craig Petty, thank you so much for your evening with the 3 balls, and I'd love you to come on again. We've got other people. I know the people like Russ Andrews has asked if they can do a night. We've got a few other people. I sent a message to Romany to do a night for us. Mick Wilson is on this week. Get the name right at the time. Mick's going to be on and talking about hot and cold reading.
Brilliant.
And if there's anybody out there, if you've got, and we had Jester Stars do an evening on the pendulums. And he said, I don't know if anybody's even going to want to watch this, and then you get a full room for it. So if you've got something that you do and you would like to share it with the community, then drop me a message and we will book you in a night and you can be the star of the night. It'll be great. And we really love to see some other people stepping forward and showing what they can do. We always talk about hidden treasures and stuff, but sometimes the hidden treasures are you guys, and you might do something. I did a lecture a couple of weeks ago for Hull. Thank you, David, for having me again. And I did my Mercury card fold, and Walt Lee said, I've never seen anybody fold the card the way you do it. I used the deck to kind of break the back of the card for the second fold, and he said, I've never seen anyone use the deck that way. It's very interesting, and that just made me think. The people, you guys who are watching, you might have something that you do is completely different to how other people do it, and it might be that one thing that people go, I've been struggling with that, and the way he does it is so much nicer. So if you've got something you want to share with us, we would love to have you on.
Yeah, no, that would be brilliant. And we have had, we've had Leon come on,
Yep.
who is phenomenal.
Leon's amazing.
Yeah, Scott Payton has been on a few
Couple of times.
and it's you and Scott that sort of moderate and look after the Discord.
Yep.
So you guys are the ones running that. I want to say a big shout out to Jonathan Brecken as well. Jonathan hosts our Alakazam monthly jam, and last month he managed to get no other than the phenomenal Matt King to join us for an interview.
And the list of people he's got lined up for future as well. Yeah.
And I believe next month, or this month, the end of this month, we've got Dan Harlan.
Yes.
And remember, that's free to attend. It is limited to about 90 people. By the time you get us all in, there's about 90 spaces left. But it's absolutely free to attend. All you need to do is be on our mailing list. We will send you out an email on the day or maybe a couple of days before, giving you the login. And you just have to log in. We go live at 7. The doors open at 6:30. You need to be there early, because if you don't grab one of those spaces, it just automatically doesn't let you in.
But if you get into the waiting room,
you're in.
You're in. So it will say Jonathan's done a really he works really hard, and he's got some really good people lined up for it. And he does. He's been sorting out the Jane stuff with her videos, and just kind of mapping it all together to make it all work.
Yeah, very, very good. David Hand said, Wayne, it was a fabulous lecture for Hull. Many great comments afterwards.
Oh, thank you. Craig's just said that he's took a booking for an awards dinner for B&Q. Has Made for Measure been more perfect?
Oh, wow. Yeah. And Craig actually, he interviewed Ian Bailey yesterday for his product interview, the review show special. And Craig actually said that, and he's mentioned this before in a previous video, that he used to do Josh J's one all the time. And he loves it, but he said it's like the reveal was so small that even though he used to do it, you had to get someone up to double check it. And, this one's just that bit bigger as a reveal. So he said he's going to move over to that, which is great. It's lovely to hear.
If you haven't got it yet, you'll also get a few extra and more added as it comes in. But like, for instance, my performance for children has been added to the account. Yeah. So as more things, if you've got any ideas for it as well, make sure you let us know. If you've come up with a routine or something, then you want to share it with everybody, then that would be great.
Oh, John Morton. Oh, actually, yeah. I haven't said hello to John, but John Morton's joining us. John is one of our regulars on the Alakazam Jam as well. And John, every month, shares something amazing with us. So he did say he's got something new that will be like the impromptu ultimate book test.
Wow. John's another great thinker, isn't he?
And he's going to show it on next month's.
But that is a perfect reason why you need to be on there.
Yeah, I'll be on that. I'll be on there. Right, what else have we got going on?
David Hander said Hull had an amazing lecture by Dan Harlan last year. What a clever thinker and magician.
Yeah, Dan Harlan's great. He's one of those all-round great magicians, like literally everything.
Yeah.
And he can do it. A bit like Daryl. I always class Daryl as that. Whatever you ask him to do, he'll do it, and he'll do it fantastically.
Yeah.
Right, so we're actually coming up to the end of this live. This was sort of, thank you for joining us, thank you for sticking with us, because it was sort of a last minute thing. We actually finished recording.
Well, I couldn't believe it. I said, didn't I? I said, oh my God, look at the time, we've got the live.
Yeah.
It was really cutting it close.
Yeah. Hence, we had this camera already set up, so
we'll
do it here rather than set everything else up. But yeah, it was great, and it feels great to be back.
Yeah, it's nice being in this. So this is a great room anyway. You can't see it, but we've got like loads of stuff around here, and yeah, we've got the high chairs over there. It just looks really good, and all the magic stuff on the back of here, and the shelf for me to scratch my back on again.
Yeah. And I've said this before, I think, in some of the lights, but this, what we're sitting in now, is a big fridge.
Is it?
Yeah. It's actually a fridge. It's not turned on, obviously, but this place they used to make sort of sandwiches and, you know, like for hospital and everything. And yeah, it's a big fridge. So usually in the summer.
All this is.
Yeah. So well, it was like a cool room, not a fridge,
Yeah.
but this is where they used to make everything. But in the summer, because it's so insulated, in the summer it's like an oven, and in the winter it is a fridge.
Yeah.
I mean, you freeze in here. Luckily, we've got heaters and everything. And poor old Craig, if he's still watching, when he was in here filming the video you've seen or you're watching. For some reason, I just turned the heater on, and I come in here, and I couldn't breathe. And I'm watching, so I'm in the editing room watching Craig and Nemid, and Craig's going, "Oh yeah, you just pass me that water," like this. And eventually, I come in and went, "Is it a bit hot for you in here?" And I went, "Oh, it's just a bit."
I suppose it's one of those rooms, and if it gets hot in here, it just boom. It's like it just floats there.
Yeah, but it's great. It's so good being back. But I would say within about 6 weeks, everything will be moved back here. So the lives will be happening from here again. We're trying to have as many academies happening back here as well. Obviously, we have got people in America, and you know they will still be happening via Zoom. But we will be most probably hosting it from in here. I need to rewire this place just so I can get the Zoom bit set up, or not Zoom, but the call bit. But whenever we can, we're getting people down here.
Yeah.
And the academy is going to happen here with a great overhead camera and all the different angles. And I believe in a few weeks' time we can start getting our little mini audience. No, even now we can. Can't
Yeah,
we?
I think so now. Yeah.
Yeah, because we only have 5 or 6 people.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Perfect, some more. Right, so that, I believe, brings us up to the end of this Alakazam Live. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you to everyone that supports us on the lives, on the live launches. Measure for Measure came out, was it last week or the week before?
Last week, yeah.
Last week. And thank you for everyone that was there. I think we had over 200 people joining us, so that was fantastic. Thanks for spreading the word. Remember, tomorrow evening we have got the Academy with a fantastic Eddie McCall. If you like your card magic, you are going to absolutely love this. And thank you to me good buddy.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's good to have you here in person.
It is. I'm going to be coming down more often. It's great.
Oh.
Don't forget tomorrow as well at midday, Wayne's Wednesday Wizarding Wonders goes live at 12 o'clock. And if you've got anything you would like me to look at, drop us a message either to the shop. If you drop a message to the shop, they will get it to me, or you can message me directly. We've had both of those happen. We've had a few requests, and I've got the props for that, so we're going to get them filmed over the next coming weeks. And then
And Friday.
And Friday, yes, happy and handsome. Dun, dun. We're happy.
So, guys, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next week right here on the Alakazam Live.
Bye for now.